Dear Diary, today I took the first step in becoming an ADHD coach. I can't actually quite believe it. I want to learn, grow, and build something extraordinary. I think this journey will be the Indigo Diaries.
Dear Diary, welcome world to the Indigo Diaries, and welcome to our exciting new series 2, The World Through a Trainee's Coach's Eyes. And that coaching training is me, Tasha Hickling. The Indigo Diaries is a podcast for those who want to learn about ADHD through others' experiences. And this week, I can't actually believe this is the third consecutive week, whoop whoop, of doing this part of the Indigo Diaries, and I'm really excited. I can't believe I must be so motivated for this, and I am very consistent when my drive and my determination are there. And I think it's the shorter episodes and the fact that I feel like now it's really having a purpose of what ADHD coaches and getting this information out there. And I can really feel like it's driving me forward. So I'm really proud. The third week consecutive, I'm back. Oh yeah, I'm celebrating because I'm just really proud of myself. And celebrating the small wins is really important. And last week, the first week we talked about ADHD Life Coaching and what it is. And I shared my analogy of the lighthouse and what ADHD coaching is. It's a partnership. It's working with someone on your life, but also with an ADHD lens. And we talked about how an ADHD life coach is different to an ADHD coach, what it is, what it's not. And then last week, we kind of went into depth about other professions and how it's different from therapy, mentoring, teaching. And if you want to go and watch them, I'm not going to go over it and summarize anymore. If you want to go and listen to them, listen to episode 15 or 16 for them. And this week, we're going to be talking about the benefits an ADHD can get out of coaching. And I'm really excited for this one because I really think that people don't really talk about the benefits of anything really. And I'm excited because personally, I've gone through this with ADHD Life Coaching, and I'm really excited to talk about what you can actually get out of it. And I just want to say that this is from my viewpoint, my perspective, things that I've realized with people by talking to people, through people's experience, from reading, from learning, and these are very generalized benefits, okay? I'm going to go more into depth next week about my own experience, but this week I just want to let you know that if you didn't get this from coaching, then that's fair enough and that is valid. But I just want to make out before I start that this is very generalized on kind of things that I've experienced and things that I'm learning from the benefits. Okay, so the number one benefit, and I'm not just going to read them out, I'm kind of going to go with it, but the number one benefit that I think that is really essential and key is the partnership, and the fact that one person is not more than the other, and that the client leads the sessions. And when a client comes in, they lead the session, they lead the purpose, they lead the whole coaching relationship. And a coach will meet you where you are at what's based in your life, because a coach is an expert, but you are an expert in your life. And I really like it. It's not like genetic courses where it's very general, general courses where it's, come and do this, learn to this, learn for this. And it's not adapted to your life and then you have to adapt it for your life. This is basically adapted for your life because it is based on you. And most people, have never heard this before about ADHD life coaching. And a lot of people have never been heard. And I just want to say that, this could be the first place when you work with a coach where you're actually heard, validated, acknowledged. And I'll go on more to that later, but I really think that's really key, that you lead the sessions. What you want to talk about is what you talk about. That coach is with you in this journey, and they don't direct you to somewhere else. They can evoke your awareness, but it's all about you and where you are now and where you want to get to. And I think that's really key. And there is a lot of generic courses out there, and they're great. But if you want something that's really client-centered, then this is the right thing. And, coaches in the ICF, the next one is coaching in the ICF, which is the International Coaching Federation, are meant to see clients as resourceful, creative, and whole. And it's like that thing I was just talking about, validation and acknowledgement. sometimes people are not heard. I know when I was never really heard and understood. And, many of us have not ever been understood, because it is hard to understand when we talked about this a while ago with society, when you can't see something. And it's also hard when people are not experience it. And that, that breaks people's confidence. It breaks people's self-image. And it's almost like, well, nobody understands, so it must be in my head, when actually it's not. And that validation and acknowledgement that you are whole, you are creative, and you are resourceful. It doesn't matter, we have ADHD, but you are still all those things. You're not broken. You don't need fixing. You are creative, probably more creative, and we are resourceful. We've just got to know how to use that. And I love that, that's in the actual core competencies of ICF, that a coach needs to meet you there and needs to treat you like that. It doesn't matter if you have ADHD or not, they will always treat you as those three things. And I think that that's beautiful, especially when this could be the first time that people are being treated like that. The next one is new perspective. Usually when we get stuck in our head, especially when we go over and over and over that cycle, and also people in our lives may not get it, like I mentioned before. And having that new perspective of that new partner, they will help you question, they'll help you brainstorm ideas, they'll help you be creative and come up with your own solutions. Not they'll give you solutions, right? You go and try it, but it doesn't work in your life, it works in their life. They will help you create your own solutions for your things that you want to work on. And I think that that's really, really important. And it's just having that new perspective of that person that really gets it. The next one is clarity, okay? It's really a chance to look at your old patterns of life and see where you are and where you want to be. That's what it's about. This is where I am. This is where I want to get to. Let's partner and let's do that. And then I've just talked a lot about partnership. And it's having someone there, that partnership, to take the courage. It's hard when you feel like you're by yourself and you think, right, I want to arrive to work on time and I've not been able to because, executive functions. And I want to do it, but I'm scared. It's coming out your comfort zone. It's all about that. We talked about this a while ago about the different zones. When you come out, it's that fear zone, and then there's the learning, then the growth. And it's having someone there that will give you the support if you need to help you get out there. You're not alone in this. They're there to help give you that courage into action, to step out, to have that better life that you want and you desire. And then I think the next one is, the small steps to whatever you want to, rather than big leaps. We hear so much of like, where's your goals? Where's your goals? Where your goal? Yeah, your goal could be over here, but you're on the other side and you have no idea where to get that. And it really is a practical action, partnership where you learn the small steps to get there. Okay. And no matter what the task, you bring it to your coach and you make a plan to get there. They're there to help you with that partnership, to give you the courage to get there. It's amazing. And the last one for this half is a resource. Most coaches, ADHD life coaches, either have ADHD themselves or have first-hand life experience through, it could be they've worked with people with ADHD, or they could have a passion for it, or they could have had like a child or a brother or sister, someone that's close to them that has ADHD. So they can help educate you on that, and they can give you additional support in your life. And it's an additional support system in life, and they can help you with that, building your relationships, because we all need that support system. And coaching is that real support system, but not a support system that's going to tell you off or tell you not doing it or be a master. Someone that meets you where you are and helps you move forward by partnering with you. Okay. And they're just a few of the benefits. And I got loads more for you. So when we come after the break, I'm going to give you some more. And we're out. If you would like any more information on Indigo Hub or our Indigo support group, then please check out our website below, or our link to our social media platforms, or email at indigohub.adhd@gmail.com. If you would like to offer any comments, feedback, get support, or if you're interested in the world hearing your story, then please reach out through any of our avenues. As said before, have a positive week. Check in again later. And we're out. Shh, the Indigo Diaries. We're back and we're going to carry on with talking about the benefits. I can really tell that I'm really passionate about this because my script is a lot longer and I've noticed I'm going right over time. I'm trying to keep these to 15, 16 minutes. I just spent 9 minutes. So I'm going to get straight back in. So we talked a lot about the partnership. And what can it do for you as a client? Well, it's having that accountability and structure, having those sessions built up, but also some coaches offer things like accountability sessions, accountability partners, check-ins where you can check in with them on WhatsApp or email. And it's having that people that can help you with your, a lot of us with ADHD struggle with organization. And it's having that, it can really help you, the accountability and the structure of coaching in other parts of your life. Meeting a coach each week and then doing your focus work or things that they may do. You learn to, get that order in and get that organization in and structure, and it can really help. Also feedback from the coach, having someone to talk to in the week to help out if needed. Lots of coach, like I said, add that as an additional, look, this is not working, I need to move forward. You've got that person there to talk to. And I'm not saying that all coaches offer that they don't, but if that's something that you really need, then look out for that when you look for coaches. Feedback from an honest person. They're going to be honest with you. They're not going to lie to you. They're going to be where you are. And it's really nice because having that, safe environment, you can really reveal your true self and you don't need to mask. And sometimes, like I said earlier, a lot of our lives, we have to mask a lot of the time. This is a place where you don't have to do that. And when you start to be your true self here, you can do that in other parts of life and you'll see your progress and celebrate that with your coach. And that might trickle out into the rest of your life. Looking at new skills, to reach more than you ever have done. You might learn skills that you never knew you had. You might learn new skills and you could be like reach your potential, but also more than that. Having choices and preparing for future, or that word, goals. I'm not a fan of that. Having choices, really going, okay, what do I want from this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? And then it helps you prepare for your future. And the future is scary. Goals and change are scary. But having someone there with you makes it less scary. Also, coaches model it. One of the core competencies is having a coaching mindset. A coach will model, not everybody's perfect, we're all human, but a coach, will have gone through this themselves. And watching a model coach can help you empower you as a client to take risks. This person's done it, I can do it as well. I also like it that you focus it one thing at a time, okay? Within that one thing at a time, that goal, that little step that you're taking, you become aware of challenges that you might have not been aware of. You might become aware of challenges that are like multiple challenges that you're looking at it in this, but then you might notice it in something else. And also the opposite of that, the strength that can occur from that. You might you might be looking at organization and then realize, wow, I'm actually really creative in the way I'm creating this. And then you might look at another part of your life and be like, oh, there's that creativity there. And it's really nice to be able to see that when you put these things into action. Another one is motivation and passion. When you've got somebody there, it motivates you a lot more. And your motivation and passion, because a lot of us have that, and perseverance. Oh yeah, we're very resilient. You're going to utilize that thing because it's not going to be up, 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 up. It's going to be up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's life. But you're going to see all these strengths coming out. And that's the next one, the strengths perspective. And this is probably one of my biggest things I like about coaching. Yeah, we all have challenges. We all want to change. We all want to grow. But without looking at your strengths, How can you build on that? You've got to use your strengths in order to believe that you can do it, to get through that barrier. And that's, looking at your strengths, your values, helps you identify and believe that you can do it. And I think the biggest thing is giving you insight on you, your situation, and that really can bring acceptance of who we are. Happiness, a sense of purpose, fulfilling things. Coaches help you celebrate, celebration of progress, of process and progress, not perfect. Rather than going, right, I need to get to here, task. Let's look at how to get there. How are we going to do that? Why are we doing this? And that can help you in your future when you don't have a coach. And the last one I'm going to leave with you, because I've chucked a lot at you today, is the biggest one is this. Someone that understands ADHD. They have been through it, experienced it firsthand, however, in whatever aspect that is. And they have that ADHD lens in life. You've not got to go, oh, yeah, so by the way, I'm just playing with a fidget toy because I can't sit still. They'll get it. And that is the number one thing. They can help you see you and your ADHD. And, they can really help separate those two things. Your ADHD is a huge part of us, but it's not all of us. And because they get it, you don't have to explain yourself. You can unmask, and that can help you get to your full potential, create those systems, have that motivation, have your strengths, celebrate who you are, because that's what we want to do. We want to make our lives easier. We want to be able to get to our full potential. We want to be able to be happy, sense of purpose, motivation, passion. And coaching can do that for you. And, these are only a few. Everyone has their own experiences of things. Everyone has their own wins, their own things. And next week, I'm going to take that next step and I'm going to share mine. So next week is going to be an experience diary of myself on what I've kind of done with my coach. And it won't be any names or anything like that. It will just be things kind of how I was before I went and how and kind of similar things that I worked through and what I had to go through to get to where I am today. And, just like I say, there's no better way than learning than from somebody else and hearing that you might have gone through that as well. So I look forward to sharing that. Today's encouragement is this. Life is all about taking chances, appreciating the memories, learning from the past, and finding happiness. Could you take that chance and get a coach? Why not? A lot of them offer 20 minutes free sessions to 15-minute free sessions to go and meet one. Go and look at a few, learn, and then start learning from your past, appreciate it, and try and find that happiness. But all you got to do is take that chance. If you're not ready yet, then come back next week. Take that chance. Come learn, listen, and experience the world through the eyes of a coach in training. I'm almost there. And I really hope that you come back and listen and learn. And maybe even seek a coach out for yourself. Why not, hey? What have you got to lose? And what could you gain? Have an amazing week, everyone. And we're out.
Dear Diary, as the training process goes on, it makes me stop and wonder, could there be more for us? More light, more possibilities, and a place where we can truly be ourselves. I think this journey will be